I'm gonna get a drink. What do you want to talk about, Jeff?
I want to talk about. I actually do have some questions because we came back and we did this tour, and there was an unanswered question that really. I mean, if you answered it one-on-one with the filmmakers, I wasn't there. There seemed to be the eternally unanswered question of what the point of it all was. And you said that as you returned and you came back to L.A. at the big Egyptian theater show, that you learned nothing.
Right. Because I still hadn't, but I realized tonight in the green room I actually finally figured it out. Like, and it's the dumbest thing in the world because it's right under your nose and it's sort of so generic. The entire time we were out there, we were doing these shows. We were doing performances. Shows can be good or bad. Show performances are oh, that was a good show, that was a bad show. Oh, the show's not going so good. Oh, you talked about Chevy Chase in that show. Oh, it's a season 4 premiere. Was he going to talk about that? So like it was a performance. Like it can go one way or another, and so you're thinking about it as a performance beforehand. No matter how much you try to not think about it, and not pre-write anything and stuff. Then we went out in a bus that said like, show's coming to town, and went to Portland and went, hello, Portland, we're doing a show. I don't know why we're Southern when we do the show. But it's because we're like this Wild West show. We're out there like, we're doing a show here. Now we're doing a show there. Now we're doing a show here. And the whole time we were doing shows everywhere, we kept saying, both in our hearts and our brains and out loud with our mouths, we kept saying, at some point we're going to go back home. Now, when we say home, we don't mean me in my underwear watching, Die Hard 2. Like we mean, like this. So if this is home, then this isn't a show anymore. And so the transformative thing, probably for the audience's lack of benefit, is that I don't give a shit anymore. Patton Oswalt was right. Like I came back. Like I was in the green room and I was like, so the thought of it as a show did not enter my head. It's such a tee up for some critic from the audience to yell out like, start thinking of it as a show now, please.
Yeah. But that
$10, my friend. It's still green.
It's better when you just like my favorite show was Salt Lake City, where there was 62 people and we brought a Mormon chick up on stage and we talked about
awesome.
And it was like it felt like this. That was the closest we had to Meltdown. Was this small little comedy club with iron girders here and there, and it was a small little room, but you didn't need another person in there, and it really was like the most communicative and together, and that's I like the show here because it's become this little revival tent, and we start meeting people, and like when we connect with that night's audience, and it's cool to go to Salt Lake City where there's, you don't have any expectations like fucking we're gonna hit Salt Lake, baby, the city of lights, and but that was my favorite one because that was the most like this. Like I think when You're not Wayne Brady. You're not going to get up there and sing a big song and do a tap dance. And Dan, it's time you fucking own the fact that you're never going to be Wayne Brady, man.
For those of you listening, my expression is deeply and sincerely hurt.
All right, well let's find out if you are Wayne Brady.
Should I do an impression of the Clumps? That's why I'm do that once. Well, I'm Wayne Brady, hanging out, gonna hang out with Wayne Brady.
No, you're Wayne Brady. You're gonna be Wayne Brady. Right?
I am Wayne Brady.
Okay. Then why are you hanging out with him?
Because I love myself. I'm Wayne Brady, gonna eat some gravy. Put it on my potatoes. I don't hate hoes. I love them. And I love singing in different styles with accents. I'm not really familiar with his work.
It was worth a try.
I saw him in the Chappelle thing. It was awesome. We'll edit all this out. That's my new mantra.
No, that stays. That fucking stays.